fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. For my new friends, and my old friends already know, there may or may not be the occasional background noise. You probably hear the background noise of the fan. Really nothing I can do. Melting here. Anyways, today I have my review of the four dragon diamond paintings that I've done. Also, I want to let y'all know that the UFO Festival in Kecksburg, I tried to get a couple of shorts on there. Worked for a while the first day. Second day, however, the internet stunk. I was even having a hard time with my Square that I use to process my credit cards and debit card payments, because the weather was just not cooperating. I think it was just too warm and messing with their internet. Plus, we got a little bit of rain showers, which boosted the humidity and made the Wi-Fi at the fire hall a little bit sketchy. So, plus there was a lot of us vendors, and we were all using the Wi-Fi, and I don't think it could take all of our equipment that we were using the Wi-Fi for. So it is what it is. I'll know next year. Like, my husband even tried to use his Wi-Fi box, and it wasn't even picking up any kind of signal down there at the fire hall. So, like I said, I have that. I also have some bad news about my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's birthday was on the 21st. She didn't die or anything, but her and my sister-in-law and my niece always go down to Atlantic City every year for around my mother-in-law's birthday, and also before Sophia goes back to school. My mother-in-law had a massive stroke, so any prayers are welcomed. She was just intubated today. She has swelling on her brain, and she's in New Jersey, which we're all from Pennsylvania, so there was discussion with the doctors, and they're hoping, if all goes well and she's stabilized, she can be transferred up here to one of the hospitals if need be, or straight to a rehab facility in hopefully 2 to 3 weeks, and then she can work on her recovery of coming back home, which hopefully my sister-in-law that she went on vacation with, and that she goes on vacation with, won't be as stubborn as hard-headed as we think she's going to be, and let my husband and I, because we are working on getting into an apartment near in the apartment complex, apartment building that they're in, maybe not the same building, but we've been trying to get into that building to get out of this third floor heat trap with our fabulous, like I've said before, our landlord's a slumlord. Doesn't fix anything, and yeah. But he wants that rent on time. But I digress. So we are trying to actually get in the apartment buildings, apartment complex, several different type of apartment buildings that are in this, I guess you would consider an apartment complex, but it's not true. Like, they're all different buildings, but it's all one housing facility. We're all trying to get there and get into a 3-bedroom apartment in order to take care of her. So hopefully my sister-in-law Sarah is not a hardhead and doesn't decide that no, she don't want to help. She don't want us to do that. But anyways, so like I said, pray for good outcomes, good vibes. It's just horrible this happened to her. 2-3 days after her birthday. She enjoys it. We are going down to Atlantic City. Like I said, my sister-in-law also is coming back on Saturday, but my other sister-in-law is down in Atlantic City right now at the hospital with her. So, like I said, prayers. So, anywho, try not to make this a downer or anything like that, since I haven't been on in a while. But like I said, I wanted to review these diamond paintings. So, if you give me a minute, I'll get to it and stop trying to be Debbie Downer. So, alright, I have 4. I had to make sure it was 4. It was 4 and not 5. Diamond paintings that I've done. This one, like I said, is from Home Fun. It's my first working with fairy dust, which is in this area, the diamond painting with the really bright yellow. It's very, I like it. The pros on it, I liked it. I like the picture. I think I will get more diamond paintings with the fairy dust drills. I do prefer them. This is a 20 by 20, like you can see. With, I forget how many colors. I want to say, yeah, 28 colors. So yeah, the pros of this, I got a smaller 20 by 20. The pros to this piece were that, like I said, it's a smaller piece. Wasn't sure exactly how it's going to turn out or how it's going to like the fairy dust. The rendering is as nice as you can see on camera as it is in person. Like even up close. Or even up close, it's nice. My disappointment in it was that it's double-sided adhesive. So I basically had to use, like, I don't tear these apart with the double-sided adhesives. I don't tear them apart and make them poured glue. What I do is, like, you can see the little bit of rippling that's there with some, I got the first, and a little bit of rippling right over here. You can kind of see it, or at least I can see from my point of view. I don't know if you can. But I use, I will use an X-Acto knife, or I can't find it. I had gotten, oh, here it is. I use either an X-Acto knife or a little ceramic knife, but you have to be careful with these ceramic knives because they tend to cut into your canvas instead of just cutting into the double-sided adhesive where it's bubbled. And I try to take out the bubbles. Sometimes, especially when I did this, actually when I did these all, it's been humid. It's been ridiculous humidity city here in Pennsylvania with the raining and the heat. Yeah. We live in, like I said before, we live in a 3rd floor apartment. So of course, the double-sided adhesive bubbled up a lot more than the poured glue would. So yeah, that was a disappointment. But like I said, I still enjoy doing the canvas. Like I said, it's 20 by 20, and I think I could get it in a larger print, but. Like I said, I never tried fairy dust drills before. I didn't know how hard they were going to be to work with. So I figured if I was going to do it, I was going to do something small. in order to, like, if I didn't like it, I'm not saying wasting money, but like, if I didn't like it or didn't end up enjoying it when I was creating it, it was small, I could be done with it quicker. So, but that's that one. I was actually, with the 4 of these, going to make separate little canvases. I probably still am, just different in the canvas way. But because you will see, these are all supposed to be 20 by 20. And if you measure, it is 20 by 20. The actual art piece is 20 by 20 on this canvas. I didn't measure to see how big the canvas is, how it is. But my plan was to make a dragon themed I want to say an old-fashioned wooden paned mirror, not mirror, picture. Kind of like home interiors sectioned off on the floor with canvases, and then I was going to put like dowel rods, or I could even use the flat, almost like paint starter sticks, to frame it, to make it look like the 4-pane frame with the different, because they're all mostly rainbow colors except for one, to go and have that fit in. And these are all nice canvases. I mean, you can see this one is very nice. It's also supposed to be 20 by 20. The only thing is the 20 by 20 part of it. This one came from Evershine, and this is one of my favorite. I don't want to say favorite because I do have favorites, but this is one of my tops that I usually have no problem with canvases. I've done their canvases before. But like I said, this is supposed to be 20 by 20. The canvas itself is 20 by 20. The picture, however, is not. It was 24 colors. And like I said, it's supposed to be 20 by 20. So that was kind of a little bit of a disappointment to me. This one, and I could have gotten it in a larger size, but I figured for what I was doing, a 20 by 20 would be enough. Live and learn, I guess I have to say. And these canvases I got off of AliExpress. But I've got, like I said, I've gotten these same companies from Temu and also from AliExpress, where a 20 by 20 was the actual size of the picture, not just the size of the canvas as a 20 by 20. So I'm going to probably have to do with the smaller 20 by 20s something completely different, like put them on like a long or a smaller style canvas when I mount it, and then like probably do like three separate different pictures. Like I said, this one also was a 24 colors, and it also was 20 by 20, the whole canvas only. I didn't measure to see what evens out. Yes, I could. I do have measurers here. The actual image itself, the actual image itself, 15. So you're losing about 5 centimeters on each one of these canvases. Yeah, same on that one. Yeah, and this one's at it. Like I said, this one's from Evershine. This one is from Memoir. That's another one of my. I like their images. and it's rendered very well. Like, looking at it, it's rendered well. It looks very rendered. It comes out rendered well in the camera. Like, not muddy or anything. Yeah, all these smaller ones are 15 by 15s for image wise. This one's also a 24, and it's by who? But I'm saying it wrong probably. One can. This one is a little muddy when you look at it close up, but as I can see in the camera, it looks very nice in the camera. If I look at it far away, it looks as good as, like, if I look at like this far away, the image looks as nice as it does when I'm videoing it in the camera. But I did like this little dragon. I can't lie. Dragons are my thing. Dragons, fairies, fantasy type things. That is me. All of it just up. Like, that's my thing. I mean, I was only disappointed in the last three because of the fact I was thinking that I was getting, and when I was thinking I was getting one the same size as the double-sided adhesive. I mean, all in all, though, these are beautiful canvases. I think they're cute. You know, my actual setup that I was thinking on having for the pane glass was here. And then that one like that. Actually, like that and that. And then I was going to do that as the pane style theme for these, but it kind of looks it looks slightly ridiculous with this one being so large. I mean, I don't know, I could probably put like that and then one there, one there, and have like a collage type. So, who knows, maybe all these images will work together. Like I said, I'm just disappointed and expecting from companies that I've bought from before to give me the same size. So I'll know to order a little larger next time. Maybe a 25 by 25 instead of a 20 by 20. Sorry. So, in closing, as always, if you like my channel, please subscribe. If you like my content of this video, give me a big thumbs up. Click on the little bell icon down below if you'd like to receive notifications when I update or post new content to my channel. Also, as you know, we here at Notorious Whimsical Creations appreciate shares, likes, and comments just to know how we're doing and how we can improve, basically, so I can know how I'm doing and how I can improve. So, final thought. In a world, final thought of this video before I go totally delirious from melting from this heat. With a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun and things that make you happy, and sparkle them with a side of whimsy. Till next time, YouTube land.